All right, shalom, shalom. First off, give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushai by Hashem, Rakar giving double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS, whom taught me this truth. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, all the men and women who follow. This is the brother Christ is from the Fountain of Living Waters, coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushai. This lesson being entitled, What Does It Mean by the Lord Will Make Inquisition? Okay, so just was going through some scriptures and wanted to do a little deep dive on this word Inquisition and, its relative meaning. So, Lord's word is edifying. So, we're going to start off with 2nd Ezra chapter 6, and I'll start at verse 18. It says, And it said, Behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth. Right? So we're getting closer and closer until the time that the Lord comes back. All right. It says, and will begin to make inquisition of them, with would they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled. So couple questions here to ask, and that need to be answered. What does it mean to make inquisition? Who are those who are hurting unjustly with unrighteousness, right? And what is the affliction of Zion? So let's go into this first question, inquisition. So we have the etymology. Inquisition means a judicial investigation, act or process of inquiring, right? An inquiry, an investigation, a searching to, a seeking, a legal examination, a seeking of grounds for accusation. Okay, so the Lord is going to make an investigation. He's going to search out. He's going to seek. He's going to examine. He's going to seek grounds for an accusation. So who's basically going on trial? Who will be sought out? Whose dirt will be uncovered? Who will be figured out by the Lord? So it's going to be those who hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness. So who has hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness? Well, let's get a scripture. This is Job 9:24. It says, The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So if the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, who is the wicked? Who is running the earth right now? And that's not hard to see that it's the so-called white man who has carte blanche over the earth. And also, because, to prove that it's the so-called white man, he would also have to be the person who covered the faces of the judges. Well, who changed the complexion of Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, into a white man? It was the so-called white man who did that. So, hey, they're two for two. It's not where and who is he? If it's not the so-called white man who's responsible for all these things, then who is it? It's damn sure ain't Japhet. All right. So the so-called white man is the one who is hurting unjustly with unrighteousness, right? It says, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled, right? So that affliction of Zion being fulfilled, all right, is when, matter of fact, let's just start up a little bit. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and 7. It says, Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So when this kingdom is set to go down, that's when the affliction of Zion will be fulfilled, right? So let's go to Revelation 18. This is Revelation 18 and 4. It says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, 'Come out of her, my people.'" This is the fulfilling of Zion's affliction, right? When it says, "Come out of her, my people," is literally speaking about being beamed up into the chariots. All right, that's when our affliction have been fulfilled. The elect will be saved. The 2/3 will be destroyed in the thermonuclear destruction, and that's the beginning of the 144,000 and the innumerable multitude. All right, beginning to set this place right side up. All right, that Yashala will rule this world, rule this existence, this universe, rule all of life, period, from Yahweh Shai on down. So it says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, 'Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues,'" which is the thermonuclear destruction. It says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities." Now that's that Inquisition, right? Because remember, we said that the Lord was going to make an Inquisition of them that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness. So the Lord is going to do an investigation on them, and he said that their sins have reached unto heaven. So when the Lord conducts his investigation, he's going to go back into the files because we don't know everything, but the Lord, matter of fact, let's just grab that real quick. This is Sirach 23 and 19. It says, "Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, considering the most secret parts." So when the Lord goes to do his inquisition and to see all the sins, he's going to see everything that these devils did, as the Greeks, as the Edomites, as the Romans, okay, as the Europeans, as the British, as the French, all right, the Spanish, the Dutch, the Americans, all right, all of that's going to be uncovered here in America, or in the New World, in the Old World, all of that, man, during slavery, during Jim Crow, all right, during these times. That's why I said that their sin have reached unto heaven. You know? So this is Isaiah 14 and 21. It says, "Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers." So once that inquisition is made and that investigation has been done, judgment's gonna come. And guess what? It says prepare slaughter for the children. So the children are gonna have to pay for the sins of the father. But if you know, like I know, you don't want to step to this. just kidding. But if you are in the know, you really are your father coming back in the reincarnation. Okay, we come back every 3 to 4 generations or so. So the Edomites that are here today, they were around during slavery time. They were around during Christopher Columbus's reign. They were around during the height of the British Empire, during the conquering that the Dutch did over Africa, during the time that the Greeks and the Romans, all right, during the Babylonian captivity when when they destroyed Jerusalem. So guess what? All those sins that have reached unto heaven, there's going to be a consequence. There's going to be a judgment they're going to have to pay. It says Isaiah 21 or 14 and 21, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Right? They're going to be utterly done away with. Let's get that real quick. Right? This is Obadiah chapter 1, and verse 18 says, "In the house of Joseph, it's like in the house of Jacob should be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame." Speaking about the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom coming together, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. Well, if the so-called white man is Japhet, why is Esau being utterly destroyed? Why isn't Japhet being utterly destroyed? But it says, and they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. Just going into, we're gonna have all of the lands in the world, man. We're gonna go back into our seat on top of the nations. All right. And Esau, he's gonna work his slavery, all right, for the appointed time. Matter of fact, let's go back. He's going to work his slavery for the appointed time, and then he's going to be destroyed. Revelation 18 and 6, it says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. So we were rewarded with slavery. We were rewarded with pain and death. So we're going to reward Esau with that same cup. That cup that is filled to her double. So they're going to get double according to their works. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. And that's the average mind of that's the mindset, shall I say, of the average Edomite. That they're better than you, that that they'll never go down. But hey, man, the Lord, he's making Inquisition. He has an investigation going. They are under open investigation. All right. And with every day that passes, that ass whooping just gets more and more, worse, But that's really all I wanted to give with this. Lord's word is edifying. And we give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakar Kadash, giving double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, of the men and the women who follow. Shalom.